After exploring Puerto Madero, the old port of Buenos Aires, and the origin of the Porteño identity, our adventure of Buenos Aires continues as I return back to the Kirchner Cultural Centre and make my way towards the San Telmo neighbourhood. I'm at the Kirchner Cultural Centre again. I think since still kind of early, and early being 10 o'clock in the morning, I think probably we're heading to the San Telmo area next, since there isn't a lot of people, and maybe if we're lucky, we get to catch what San Telmo without tourists is like. But again, no guarantees. Maybe everybody is over there, that's why the rest of the city seems to be pretty empty. To reach the closest access point of Feria de San Telmo, one of the city's most famous Sunday markets, I return back to Casa Rosada and Plaza Dorrego. From there, all you need to do is following Calle Defensa towards the south. Can't find the street? No problem. Chances are there will already be a lot of people if the market is on. Just follow the crowd. However, I decided to take the metro to the other side of Avenida 9 de Julio for two reasons. Reason number one, checking out a huge mural of Diego Maradona on the side of a residential building, which I saw on my way into the city from the Ezeiza airport. This mural is a short walking distance away from Entre Rios station on Metro Line E. Reason number two, entering Feria de San Telmo from its southernmost access point so I could work my way back to Plaza Dorrego. To do that, I got off at the San Juan Metro station on Line C and walked my way to the intersection of Avenida San Juan at Defensa. I thought Feria de San Telmo would just be an open-air market like the ones we previously saw in Paris and Padova. However, what immediately drew my attention and later made me realize that this market was unlike anything that I had seen by that point was the variety of different street artists I saw there. Each one of them was different. It wasn't just a business model in which one artist succeeded, the other just copied. The street artists of San Telmo I encountered were 100% worthy of you spending some time just to appreciate their works. Sometimes the highlights of a trip doesn't have to be you do this or you have done that. For me, I can proudly say that one of my Buenos Aires highlights was listening to this violinist playing at a Sunday market. Certainly, this violin solo wasn't the only highlight that came out of Feria de San Telmo. It also happens to be one of the best places to see street tango performances. The most well-known spot is Plaza Dorrego. This is probably where the bustling San Telmo scene you saw on TV was filmed. A flea market that sells all sorts of things, from a portrait of Joseph Stalin to a poster of Lionel Messi, and featuring a group of tango performers I swear I've seen many times on different TV programs and YouTube videos. For all your bucket list travelers, this is no doubt your spot.
Cecilia. Muy bien, Cecilia. Aplauso para Brasil, fuerte aplauso para Cecilia. Aplauso para Tony, para Marisol.
Plaza Dorrego isn't all that San Telmo offers. Walk around and appreciate the quintessential Buenos Aires that you often see on TV or in movies. If you happen to be in the neighborhood, not on a Sunday, you can also check out the nearby Mercado San Telmo, which opens 7 days a week. I found this market to be a bit touristy, and the real reason why I was there was to find myself a place for lunch. But as you can see, the market was already full of diners. After a quick search on the internet, I found a parrilla nearby. This restaurant had a lot of characters, full of football jerseys and other types of memorabilia. I had the classic combination of bife de chorizo and Malbec, because I already discovered the truth that life really couldn't get better without these. After lunch, I had to find a way to burn all the calories from this huge meal. And guess what? There would be no better place to do that other than the very neighborhood I was in. Before actually seeing everything with my eyes, I thought the Sunday market of San Telmo was just some local event, probably occupied no more than 3 blocks. I was totally wrong. This was like a proper Sunday market located in one of the most unbelievable settings ever. An area with full of old world charm, from the cobblestone streets to the large number of colonial style architectures that were hard to find in the rest of the city. Being one of the oldest neighborhoods of Buenos Aires, San Telmo is the place to feel, to experience, and to connect with the city's past and present. The vibrancy of the entire neighborhood was unlike anything I had ever seen. Whenever you turn around, there was always something. No matter if it was a random vendor selling unique things that you wouldn't find anywhere else, or even more eye-catching entertainment provided by the street artists. I felt like visiting Feria de San Telmo on Sunday should be treated as a full-day event. Heading north from Plaza Dorrego, you'll see mostly local artisan stalls selling handmade products that are perfect souvenirs for anyone. So I'm just gonna keep browsing and maybe do all my souvenir shoppings here. I'll see you soon. I actually ended up buying most of my Argentina souvenirs from these artisan stalls. Their products just stood out so much compared to all the touristy stuff you find in places like La Boca or souvenir shops close to El Oblisco. Some of the things I bought were of great quality and at a very reasonable price. Most importantly, I felt like I was bringing pieces of the Argentina I had a great pleasure visiting back home, rather than some plastic, cheap, I don't know what, that were probably made elsewhere. Then I reached Feria de San Telmo's northern access point by Plaza de Mayo once again. I just couldn't help but heading back southbound just to see if I missed any interesting vendors. However, little did I know, besides purchasing even more stuff, I was able to catch a few more tango performances by the street dancers. Since I was leaving BA the next day, I knew that these would probably be, for me, the last tango in Buenos Aires. As for how the final chapter of our BA adventure this time will end, well, at this moment, why don't we just let the dancers take us away? The rest of the story, I guess I'll have to tell you in the next episode.